Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Tej, and today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make a dark and catchy beat for NARDO WICK and LIL DURK. This beat is really inspired by NARDO WICK's Who Wants Smoke and some of the more synthy sounding dark beats that LIL DURK or Lil Baby might hop on. I made the beat from scratch, so I'm gonna be breaking down my whole process through making the loop and adding the drums. As always, I'll have the full beat played at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. And with all that being said, let's just hop right into the beat. Going into the loop, I think a good tempo for these type of beats is probably between 140 and 160. The keys you may want to focus on are probably between like D sharp minor and G sharp or A minor. So the first sound that I opened is I went into Electro X and I got this bell preset from an Ave McCree preset pack, and then I put in this really simple melody. These type of melodies are just real catchy and simple. It's nothing too crazy. Like Who Wants Smoke is just a real simple melody repeated throughout the whole song. So all I really did is I just constructed these first two measures right here. I just used the G minor scale and constructed a melody around the 3 note, which is A sharp in the scale. And so these first two measures sound something like this. I basically just took that and copied it over for the following two measures, and the only thing I changed is I took these two notes and I put them up to D sharp and D instead of the original D and C, and I just took that and copied it over for the full 8 measures. And so throwing that into a mixer track, I put an EQ on it just to cut some of the treble frequencies. Then I added some RC20 and put it on the VHS preset. I turned the noise off, turned down the distortion, and I adjusted this slider here on the wobble. And then for my second and last sound that I actually put in was this growler Moog bass from Omnisphere. And I just put in this real simple bass pattern just using G, which is the 1 in the scale, and D sharp, which I believe is the 6. And I just left that bass sound dry in the mixer. After that, I just rendered those two out as audio clips. I put them both back into the mixer. I took my main melody and I sidechained it to a different channel, and there I put on some halftime. Went to gross beat and I put in this sidechain A gate pattern, and then that by itself sounds something like this. And pairing it with our other two melodies. Once I had it rendered out, I put it in a new pattern and I started with the drums. First thing I did is I got this clap and put in a real basic clap pattern. Next, I put in this Southside open hat. Next, I added my hi-hat pattern. I just used a basic 2-step pattern and adjusted some of the velocities as needed, and pretty much all the rolls that I added here were using the 1/3 step snap setting. And like I've mentioned in earlier tutorials, I use this paintbrush tool up here to draw in my rolls, which just makes it a whole lot easier. You can just click and drag instead of having to click in every single note. I threw that into a mixer track and put some effectrix on it. I just put this stretch and reverse here. Then I added this basic open hat. And then I added the snare pattern right here. It looks kind of similar to a couple of the other snare patterns that I have in my other tutorials. I think this is loosely based off of those. I'm really just feeling these type of rolls and the type of velocity changes that I put on them. So I think pretty much all of them are using the normal line snap setting, and then these two at the end here are just using the 1/3 step snap setting. Now moving on to the 808, I just used a spins 808, and as you can see on the bottom, I just maxed out the velocity on all of them, and it pretty closely follows the sub bass pattern that I showed y'all on the loop, except the last two measures I drop it down to C sharp, which is the 5 in our new F sharp minor key. I just added a couple real simple rolls here and there. For this right here, just use the 1/3 beat magnet setting, and then for this roll right here, just use the 1/2 step snap setting. I tried to keep the pattern real catchy and simple just so it's really easy for a rapper to hop on it. The beat on Who Wants Smoke was really rapper friendly because the melody was just real catchy and the drums were also not too complicated, and it just really left the rappers just do their thing. So I kind of wanted to incorporate the same vibe into this beat too. And then the last pattern I added was this kick. Alright, so that's pretty much all I got. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you're able to take something away from it. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you want to see more tutorials like this. Leave any recommendations you might have in the comments below. And that'll be it for me. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Why don't you run with this tag? Why don't you run with this tag?